Welcome back to the second edition of the Upper 90 Soccer Podcast, the best soccer podcast on the internet. So today we're going to be talking about the summer transfer window. It is August 12th, and as of now, the transfer window has been closed for about, 12 days in England? And so it's basically over. So what do you guys think the best transfer has been so far?
So far I think the best transfers that are like top 10, like the most expensive ones, I would say it would have to be Joao Felix. I mean, he's 19 years old and he's been doing pretty good in the preseason. And I think it was a pretty good investment for Atletico because they need something for the future, something that's definitely gonna guarantee them, and they want to win Champions, and that can definitely help them out in the future.
I mean, I do think they had a pretty strong transfer window because they sold Griezmann for how much? 130. They bought Joao Felix for barely 143, so they kind of broke even a little bit there.
Yeah.
And they had a couple other people that they sold that they made a good amount of money on.
Yeah, Lucas Hernandez alone, they made 91 mil. That's pretty good price.
Yeah, I really like the Trippier signing. I really like Trippier. I saw him in the World Cup. Saw his free kicks, his crosses are A1. So I think they're definitely going to benefit off of him. And I mean, I saw the highlights for the Atletico Madrid game against, was it Juventus?
Yeah.
And Trippier gave 2 assists to Felix. So their chemistry's working so far. But 143 for a 19-year-old.
That is a lot of money.
Yep. I think they might have overpaid. I guess we'll see.
I feel like Joao Felix was worth it too.
He's super young, that's all.
He's 19.
He's 19 years old.
Yeah, he is young. I mean, he's not really like a striker, is he?
So, right winger.
Right winger, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, unless he's like Messi who bangs in goals left and right as a winger, I don't think we're going to see as many goals as we have in the preseason. I don't think we're going to see as many goals once the league gets started.
I mean, do you see him in Atletico though?
I mean,
Prime Joao Felix. Do you see him in Atletico?
I don't know. I mean, because Atletico this season, they were crazy. They also signed my man, Hector Herrera. I mean, they started signing out of the ordinary.
They did.
I mean, Trippier again. I mean, I don't think there's many British players playing in them.
Yeah, that was a pretty
He's
weird
on
transfer.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a pretty weird transfer. I would not expect Atletico to snatch up Trippier.
They did need a right back though.
I also wouldn't expect Trippier to want to leave Tottenham. I don't know. I felt
Yeah,
like
after they got to the...
He was
after
talking
they
about there
got-
was some behind the scenes like beef.
with
Tottenham.
Pochettino.
I don't know if it was with him, but there was some behind the scenes beef over there.
Yeah, well.
I mean,
I
they
think
also got Llorente. Marcos Llorente.
Oh yeah.
And they let
They got rid of Rodri too.
Rodrigo, yeah.
79 million.
I feel like they did make good moves. So
79 million is a whole lot.
They probably broke even. Or made some money on it.
Yeah, I think Rodri was worth it though.
He looks pretty good, man. 23 years old. And Pep said he was going to start.
So
But
Rodri,
then-
Rodri or Llorente? Because it seems that
Llorente.
Llorente.
I'll choose Llorente.
I feel like Atletico actually got a steal out of that.
What do you mean?
He was
Yeah,
cheap.
how much was he? He was...
worth like 40 or
Yeah, that's a pretty... I mean, he's young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's young.
He played pretty good in one, dude.
When he did play, yeah.
Yeah, but he gets injured.
When he was healthy, yeah.
He gets injured. I mean, I think another team that I think had the similar transfer window was Tottenham. They also
pretty strong one.
they signed a bunch of new players.
And Dombele for 68.
I mean, he already scored his first goal. So he's already.
Who else did they get?
They got.
They got Lo Celso on loan.
Oh, yeah, they
they
got
did.
Chelsea on. That's right.
I think they might have overpaid for him though, because he's only on loan. How much
18.
was it? 18 million.
For him to be on loan, yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That is. I mean, who do they have in their midfield? They have Sissoko plays.
So
over
doesn't even play. Dude.
Yeah, he started
He
against
plays.
Aston Villa.
They have Dele Alli.
Oh yeah, they have the.
Yeah, but he
they have
gets injured a
Son.
lot. He's not really that
Nah, he
reliable.
does, dude.
But he
Nah,
does, he
he's
does-
raw though.
He is.
I
He's
mean,
raw. On
wasn't
his
he
day,
injured a
he's
lot
a
of
beast.
like he was at
22,
least injured a
something?
couple
He's
months
young
during the
still.
season.
He's young, right?
Season.
I always get confused with Dele Alli and Lingard. I thought, yeah, 'cause I thought Lingard was young too, but he's like what,
He's
26,
28, I think.
28? Yeah,
28, 27 around.
he's like a baby.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, he is pretty old.
I mean, if Hurricane still stays healthy, I think they have a strong season.
I think they should have signed another
They,
striker.
yeah, they should have signed
'Cause
someone else because
Harry
Harry Kane also is unhealthy.
He has a
Like,
love,
Yeah, he
gets
love
does.
injured a
relationship
lot.
with that injury.
Yeah.
I mean, last season in the Champions League, he missed out like almost all the knockout
Yeah, he did.
games, and they really could have used him against Liverpool.
He barely made it to Liverpool.
Yeah, he like what hopped in, but he was like,
He wasn't 100%.
yeah,
They
I
set them
remember,
out, I think,
yeah, I remember he was.
for Lucas.
I don't think he had a single shot.
I feel like Lucas should have
Shut
started
up.
that game.
Lucas Moura?
He
He
scored a
should've.
goal for them.
Yeah, he
Goal to the
should've.
final. Should've started.
Yeah, he should have been. Harry Kane should have came in as like a sub, if anything. What about Maguire and Manchester United? What do you guys think of that?
I mean, they got defenders. I mean, you had to
I mean,
overpay.
I don't know.
You had to get a center back.
90.
Even if it was
9.
90, 100, they had to get what they had to get.
They
I don't
needed
know,
one-
but
they
then-
needed someone really bad.
They needed a center back.
They
Bad.
did, but I think that I mean at that point you could have gotten
They got Phil Jones.
you could have gotten a lot of center backs.
I mean, the things that he gives you is, how old is he?
26, I think. He's young.
He's young.
He's not that old. I mean,
He's-
for a center back,
He's English, and he's proven in the league. He knows how to play the league.
honestly, I've seen some games here and there when he played with Leicester. I saw him like Trippier mostly in the World Cup. Man looks solid.
I just saw him in the World Cup. He was alright.
He looks solid. I mean, he likes to go up too. He kind of reminds me like of a PK.
he does. The game against Chelsea he was playing up there.
I mean, they're winning 4-0.
A lot of plays.
I would go up there too.
A lot
I
of
mean,
plays
that
he was
big
waiting
head
for
of
that
his.
center.
That big head of his, all he has to do is touch it in back of the net.
But then I mean, like other players like Van Dijk were also proven in the league too, and he was cheaper
Van
than
Dijk-
him.
Nah, he was about the same. He was about give or
He was
take
already
like
cool.
20.
Yeah, he was from
20, 10 million
Southampton.
less.
But when that
And he was
played-
about the same age too.
Yeah, but he's not
26.
English.
Yeah, but he's. I mean,
An English player adds at least 10 million.
But why would you just buy an English player? You should
'Cause
just
he's
buy-
starting.
It's
You-
hard, like they
it's
should have
hard
bought
for
someone
him to
else.
get
The England
so-
league, you need British players.
So it's like it's not like in the Mexican league where they could have like.
I think I don't know. I don't remember if you need to start with at least 3 English
Because I
players.
know in Europe, like if they got that, they're European players. They don't need the foreigners
No, but they do need English players because Man City
Don't
got
they
that
have-
guy on loan because they needed one English player.
in the squad total, though, right?
Yeah. it's
Don't they
total
have Shaw and Lingard?
I mean,
squad. Yeah, they do. They have a bunch of British players, but
and Rashford and
Manchester
But how many
United-
other British not British, but how many other center backs can you think of that could have filled in that position?
I think they could have snatched Manolas up. Or
yeah.
Koulibaly?
They're not
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly too. But they're
But
wrong.
how much more different would the price be?
I think it would have been. Maybe Koulibaly would have been more. Maybe 20, 30 more.
I mean, the guy I forgot who it was. I think it was the guy that has to do with the Italian league or with the Napoli coach, Ancelotti. No, I forgot who was it. Said that if Maguire was worth 80
It
million,
was the owner of Napoli.
yeah, him and Koulibaly is like 300 million. I mean, that off the bat tells me the price tag
he
on
was
Koulibaly,
expensive, yeah.
and they are playing Champions League this season, so they want to keep a strong team.
Dude, I've seen an image that said that Manchester United could have bought Maguire like 4 years ago for $3 million.
damn.
That's crazy.
The price you gotta pay now.
I mean, Man United does need a center backs bad because I mean they really don't have that many. I mean you can see they're trying to reinforce it with
They don't have
Wan-Bissaka.
any defenders. Smalling and
Yeah.
Phil Jones?
And then
Yeah,
Bailey
Lindelof.
gets injured a lot
Hey,
too.
Phil Jones is a
Oh
monster.
my, he's a meme.
And Bailey's always injured. You should just leave him outside.
Yeah. He got injured again now?
Yeah, Bailey's injured
Preseason, I
again.
believe.
What did they get
Lindelof
Bailey
is,
for?
he's getting there.
I mean, I don't think Lindelof is that bad.
Lindelof.
He has his
He's not Smalling, but
He's what, 20, 21?
The Smalling's
But I
low
think
key.
Harry Maguire is gonna definitely do it. Do them.
Is he enough
doing
though?
good.
Him and Juan Bazica?
He wasn't. I think them two were decent. I don't know if enough.
Because they also paid a lot for.
Well, I mean, they did beat Chelsea 4-0.
They did
so, I
beat
mean,
4-0.
They're looking kind of strong right now, but I don't know if that's gonna last them all season. Because if you remember back in when Olsjoker came into Man United as a coach, they were doing pretty good for a couple games, and then their shape just completely dropped right after that. Like a couple weeks later, they played Barcelona, and after they beat Barcelona, it was just downhill from there with that season.
I think one of their biggest points was that they kept Pogba.
I really want him. In Madrid.
Keeping Pogba is gonna help him a lot.
Yeah, Yes, I don't.
That was a big. It wasn't like a big signing, but it doesn't count as a signing. But he stayed there.
It could be like a blade, like a two-edged blade, because if Pogba, like at any point feels that, I feel like his ego gets above the team and feels like he deserves to have better teammates, then it just goes downhill from there. Because if you have Pogba not trying,
I mean, that's kind of what it was this
You gotta
season.
keep him happy.
but if you have a committed Pogba,
Or last season, that's kind of what it was.
I mean, they look strong against Chelsea.
yeah,
It
I
was the
mean,
first game.
yeah, but they're gonna suffer
Yeah, that
with getting goals because they have no real striker. I mean, against Chelsea they had Martial. I don't think he's like a.
I mean,
Box.
him and Rashford did pretty
They
good.
signed that other
didn't
kid, didn't they? The James kid. I believe.
Yeah, he scored on his debut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, him.
What does he play?
Too.
I think he plays striker. I think, or he was playing up top.
Yeah, it was kind of. But he came in as a sub.
Yeah, he came in as a sub because they lost Lukaku transfer window.
Oh, yeah,
Lukaku,
that's
I
a
forgot
strong-
about him.
I mean, they have
did
Rashford
lose
that can play
Lukaku.
striker, and Marshall can play striker too, but he's more of a left side winger or something like that. But
I don't know why Lukaku didn't do as well as I thought he would do.
I mean, he didn't do bad.
With Everton, he was banging him in.
yeah, and he was. I mean, there
And
he
Everton-
didn't have many teammates as quality as in Man United. In Everton, he didn't. He had to kind of be a loner.
He played a friendly like what, 2 days ago. He scored like 4 goals.
Lukaku?
With Inter?
What?
Damn.
That's crazy. Oh
I
yeah,
see that.
I think he's pretty good for the Italian league, though.
for the
I
Italian.
think
league.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's definitely
he's
physical.
he's
He has
just
that-
like Zapata, kind of. I mean,
He's
he's
big.
big, he's physical, he's strong on the ball. You won't take him off. It's hard for center backs to take him off the
He
ball.
has no touch though. His touch is terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
But for the Italian league, I guess.
Yeah, I think for the Italian league, he's good.
But the Premier League was really physical as well.
I think it's a different type of physicality though. Again, no, it's pretty much the same. Physicality is physicality. Yeah.
What about Matthijs de Ligt?
Oh yeah, Juventus. I was just about to mention that they also
I mean, Manchester United could have got him.
I think they had one of the best transfer windows just because of how many players they got for free. They got Rabiot.
Rabiot for free, Aaron Ramsey
Aaron
for free.
Ramsey.
Yeah, that's.
It's crazy how many free transfers they always
Yeah.
they get throughout the years.
They did lose Cancelo.
I feel like free transfers are starting
They
to.
got Danilo though.
they got Danilo instead of Cancelo.
He's not even gonna play this.
He
Nah,
won't.
he's not. I was
He's not gonna
seeing
play.
they were playing with the back three, with Delight and Bonucci.
Against Atletico?
Yeah,
They have other good defenders. They're young though. So.
Yeah, they bought another young defender.
I mean they got Ronaldo, Luis Costa. I still don't think they're Champions League.
material.
Yeah.
I think with the league they are.
When you look at like other teams, like if you look at Man City, they're stacked.
Nah, dude.
Man City is stacked.
I'll take Juventus over Manchester City.
Manchester
It'll be
City.
an even game.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty good game.
I like
That'll
to see
be
that game.
really even.
Knockout stages?
How many seasons has Manchester City been like this? What, 3? It's been stagnant. They just can't get it.
3 or 4 they've been there.
Yeah, that is true. And then what about the Spanish league? You have Barcelona, who's I think made it their ritual to spend big every transfer window.
I think they had a pretty good one. Just because of Frankie de Jong.
Dude, he's a freaking monster. I saw the video where he assisted. I think it was a Griezmann.
Dembele
yeah.
passes to Griezmann.
That pass was.
That's the player they need, man.
That is.
Because Busquets is getting old and that man is new blood.
Yeah, Busquets is getting.
That man's. And
They
they got.
actually have a stacked team, dude.
They do.
They do.
There's the weakest point again is probably the
Their
defense.
defense, yeah.
The center backs.
The center backs.
And right back, I
They've been
think
struggling with
right
that
back.
for years.
Nah,
But then
I think
Semedo
Semedo's
maybe he
good.
might be good.
Semedo's good.
But then you have the coach that doesn't even like to play Semedo. He likes to play. I don't know why he likes to play Sergio Roberto so much. He loves to play him, and even when he's not supposed to play, he puts him. He finds a way to squish him into the squad. Either as a right wing or a right back. I mean,
What about Antoine Griezmann?
I don't know. He's 28 years old, and for the second most expensive signing of this transfer window, 28 years old is pretty old.
That is pretty old.
For
He
for
is
a
World
striker,
Cup- he is a World Cup winner.
I don't know how long he has. He might have 4 or 5 more years, maybe.
I mean, he already.
Uh,
I was checking his Instagram, and he follows Miami FC already. So I don't know how much longer he's gonna be at Barcelona.
Who owns that team?
Beckham.
Yeah, Beckham.
I mean, basically, this is way different level here, though.
What do you mean, like? Better?
He does like basketball a lot, doesn't
Like,
he?
that's what.
Like
He
Carlos
loves
Vela.
basketball too, yeah.
I mean, the MLS is gonna get interesting if we start seeing players like that come in.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's rumored that Cavani's gonna come next year.
Cavani, they're coming with Dynamo.
That's crazy, though. Cavani coming to MLS, like,
Yes, because these players are just
I mean, you think Griezmann was necessary though?
Griezmann. I mean,
I feel like he should have came earlier. Like, that would have been acceptable if it would have been back when he was actually, like, heavily linked with them, like, in 2017, 16 or something like that. Or even last season, it would have been more acceptable. Those 136 million would have been more acceptable. Because now, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's going to hit a prime. I think he already hit his prime. He's just...
I'm trying to get in the head of Bartomeu, or I guess Valverde. Who do you think asked for him? Do you think the coach was like, Valverde was like, hey, I need an attacking player? Or do you think it was Bartomeu who was like,
Probably him.
Yeah, it's probably Bartomeu.
Bartomeu?
Yeah.
Because I honestly think they want to name on more than him.
they don't need a Griezmann, though.
They don't need him.
At
Yeah,
all.
they don't.
They don't.
But I mean, a team.
Dembele is what? How much years younger than him?
Yeah, it's the
Like
last.
4,
Like
5,
22,
maybe.
21?
He gets injured, but he's good. The minutes that he played this
Injury,
season,
though.
He was a big
Injuries.
flop, though, dude.
he was good.
Nah.
I mean, he did
He
cause
was.
Barcelona that.
He did cost them about this much, didn't he? He was like 100
He
something.
was
No, but
he-
120. Wasn't he 120 or was that
Yeah, he was
Coutinho?
120.
He cost them
Oh, they
that
have
Champions
Coutinho
League
too?
game,
I
though.
completely forgot about him.
He cost them
Coutinho's-
that.
The best thing Coutinho
See, they
can
have
do
a
at this
stacked
point
team.
is I think he could go. What Barcelona should have done is they should have offered Coutinho for Neymar.
I think that's what they want to do still.
That would have been a win-win for everybody. PSG get their Brazilian attacker. Barcelona get their Brazilian attacker. Neymar's happy.
Yeah.
Coutinho, I think, is happy because I don't think
Messi was happy,
Messi's happy. Messi's super happy.
which is the most important thing.
I think Coutinho needs something new too, because
I mean, they got rid of Malcolm.
I don't
bro.
think.
Oh yeah.
Malcolm been there like half a season, one season.
And I'm telling you, like I said, Valverde just likes to play. He benched some games. He benched Malcolm to put Sergio Roberto as right wing. Like, why would you do that when you have a right wing?
Yeah, I think that was a
There.
big negative keeping him. They should have got rid of that coach.
Valverde?
Yeah, Valverde. I don't.
Hey, Messi
It's
likes
been
him, though.
how long has it been? I mean, how much seasons has it been there? And he
I mean, he's won the league.
it's fell after
He's won
fell in the
league,
Champions
but I mean,
League.
it's easy to win the league.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
it's Barcelona. It is. I mean, yeah. What did Real Madrid do this year?
Real Madrid laid over.
They did nothing.
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, they had a good transfer window, though.
Barcelona.
Real Madrid.
I don't know about
They
that.
brought players they need.
I'm not 100% sold on Hazard yet.
Same, dude.
I think that the players I think Jovic was a good thing because Benzema's not a striker. He's not a killer, a box killer. So Jovic is a good signing, but we had Mariano. The thing that I feel like we need the most is midfield. Midfield is
And we kept the same midfield.
we kept the same exact
Exact same
midfield, and I
midfield.
think that's our biggest problem.
We were linked with Rodri too,
That's
which
a
I think we
big.
should have bought him.
I would have liked to see Pogba at Real Madrid. Zinedine wanted him. He wanted to play
I
for
mean,
Zinedine.
yeah,
Pogba's a
I feel like
monster.
Real Madrid's midfield is getting pretty old. Modric
They
and
are old, man.
Cruz and
And it's not
I
only
mean,
that
they
they're
do got
old, is
Casemiro
that,
to hold it down, but
that we're so relying on those three, Modric, Casemiro,
yeah,
and
and when they start shining down, and now it's coming up on their last years, you're gonna have to sign someone. It could have been this transfer window to
I mean we have
sign
young,
someone.
young players in the squad that can play those positions, but let's say Clásico against Barcelona and Casemiro gets injured, there's
Yeah.
literally nobody else we could put there. And don't tell me we should put in Cruz, because Cruz is not a CDM.
Valverde is not.
Yeah, but he's really
Valverde's
young.
a CDM.
He's really young though.
He's young.
I mean, Rodri's a CDM. He would have fit in perfectly.
I mean,
Why not trade him?
It didn't-
Llorente?
Yeah, they should have gotten
I think
Llorente
Atletico
too.
didn't want to do that.
It's 'cause
They
got rid of
should have kept Llorente, yeah, because Llorente's losing another young
But he didn't want to
midfielder.
stay. He wanted minutes,
He wanted to play more.
and Zidane wasn't gonna give him minutes.
I mean, we're being
I
linked
think
with,
Cruz already, he's pretty old. So is Modric already. That's I think this season has to be one of their last starting 11.
for Modric
And Kroos, yeah, they're there.
yeah, they are.
They're getting up on their
yeah, they're pretty.
mid 30s. They're already gonna.
I would like to see Van de Beek. Real Madrid's being linked with them. I like to
Still
see
get
At least him, yeah.
him, and then Neymar's being really, really heavily linked to Real Madrid in the recent
I mean, that's
days.
another hazard, though.
Neymar, I mean,
Neymar's another hazard.
yeah, I don't. It's
That's
difficult.
another forward you have.
Yeah, but I think
And then Bale, what are we gonna do with Bale?
I think
Yeah, I forgot
Neymar's
about
gonna bring.
Bale's just there sitting.
He's just trying to get his picture.
He's just chilling there.
Bale's just
Play
one.
golf.
He just golf, bro. That's his
Nah,
sport.
Bale needs to dip, bro.
Especially because they're paying a lot for him.
I mean,
Yeah,
no one's
Mr.
gonna
Dave.
want him, bro. No one's gonna pay for him.
I mean, if Neymar comes to Real Madrid, he's gonna be the best paid player
Neymar,
in Real Madrid, yeah.
I don't think they should.
Because if he comes here, they're gonna pay him a lot of money.
No, because
They're gonna pay more than Hazard.
That would be bad business from Real Madrid.
Exactly.
Because Neymar wants to leave PSG at all costs. If he wants to leave PSG, I think he wants to leave PSG more than Real Madrid wants to buy him. So if
I mean, that's the best thing he could do.
if Florentino's smart, he's gonna give him. He's gonna be like, you're gonna have to take a pay cut.
Bro, Florentino's Florentino.
Yeah, Florentino's gonna
He's
say
throwing in that money. He's throwing in the bills, bro.
I mean, they also signed Ferland, Mendy, and Eder Militao. Which I think we didn't need.
I think Militao's gonna. We did need him because
Because Sergio Ramos is coming up.
we had
on
Vallejo.
Vallejo.
We never gave Vallejo a chance.
he's-
Never.
That was injured too.
He was injured a lot.
I think to be young and start at a team like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, the big teams, you have to be like outstanding, like completely different.
But then you have Zidane that doesn't even want to give a chance to the young players. Like putting Marcelo instead of what's his name?
Reguilon.
Yeah, Reguilon. I mean that's
Reguilon's one of those players that I did see showed something different from all the other young players that people want to start. Like Vallejo, I don't think he could be
Couldn't
a
handle the
Real Madrid
pressure.
center back at this age. You have to be.
yeah.
You have to show.
He could probably do it better than Nacho.
I mean, but Nacho can play right
Nacho's
back,
a
left
legend,
back, goalie, striker,
Nacho.
midfield.
Nacho
Nacho's
is
a goat.
Nacho's an all-terrain. Nacho's an all-terrain, an all-terrain player, man.
So I think Rodrigo should stay in the first team.
Yeah, I think
He's raw.
I think I like him better than Vinicius.
Kubo got sold, didn't he? Kubo got...
He got
He
got
Loan
loaned
to
to
Real Valladolid.
Malaga saying.
No, Real
Valladolid.
Valladolid.
Real Valladolid.
That's
I would
Ronaldo's.
have taken Kubo
Yeah.
over Vinicius.
Kubo or Vinicius? I mean, Kubo plays in the midfield,
Kubo wouldn't have played. Like,
which is what I think we need.
Kubo wouldn't have
Yeah, I
played.
don't think Kubo would have
You
got
have Cruz, you have Isco, you have Modric.
So we got Isco. We got Isco too.
You have Isco too,
Isco.
dude. There's so much players.
They just need a good coach and hopefully Zidane.
Nah, bro, Zidane wasn't it. See, I should have stayed retired.
Yeah,
Probably needed another
Zidane
country.
should have just kept that to his. He
He
just
should have kept those 3.
he had that
Champions Leagues in a
legacy,
row,
dude, but I think that what helped him was that having Cristiano Ronaldo just definitely takes off a lot of pressure off your team.
Yep. It really does.
Way too much.
bro. What about Bayern?
I mean, Bayern, who do they get? They got Pavard.
They got Pavard. They got
Pavard, yes, sorry.
Lucas Hernandez. And I think today or yesterday they got Perisic on loan.
Perisic?
Perisic
He was
is,
alone.
he supposedly he completed his medical.
Well, he's like 30 though, isn't
Yeah, I don't think he's a young player.
he? He's gonna be worth it though.
He's a good, again, I saw him in the World Cup. He's pretty good. The thing is that Bayern Munich, I think they suffered a lot more losses than they did gains because they lost Robin, Ribéry,
I mean, they're old though.
they lost Hummels.
I feel like
They have nobody to replace Hummels, really. I mean,
And
they did
Lewandowski.
sign-
Now, you know who they lost? Sané.
Sané too. They could have gone.
Sané on
well,
injury.
they didn't lose him, but
Well, they were really
they're
heavily linked.
heavily linked. But
I
So
think
they have
he
to go
would've
get
been
Perisic
perfect.
now.
but
And
they
he's
got
German.
He's German.
And
they
he's
got
German.
Lucas Hernandez for.
Isn't he like a center back, left back?
No,
he's
dude,
center
their
back,
defense
left
is
back.
good. Theo Hernandez is gonna fit
I
in
feel
there.
like they needed another striker
Lucas.
though.
Him and Paul, yeah, Lucas Hernandez. He's gonna fit in there
Lucas
perfectly.
I'm missing a
Yeah,
striker.
Lucas
I mean-
Hernandez is gonna get in there. They also got.
Brand too. I feel like they should have gone in for Brand. I think letting him go to Dortmund is
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
gonna hurt him.
Dude,
Because
Dortmund got one of the best
Brand's
fans.
gonna be there for a long
Dortmund
time.
had a good
Yeah,
good transfer.
Dortmund
Wow.
bought a lot of players. I mean, they also got Thorgan Hazard, which
Yeah, they
He
was
made a steal. He made a
being
steal.
pretty good.
Yeah.
They,
got
also got
Alcacer, too?
Bayern Munich got Pavard too.
They got
So-
Pablo Cáceres. They actually bought him, no?
Yeah, they signed him permanently.
Yeah, they signed
The
him from-
Uruguayan guy.
No,
No,
Spanish
that's
dude from
Spain.
Barca.
Yeah, the striker from.
So I was surprised with how good he was with Borussia.
Yeah, he was doing good.
He scored like a lot of goals.
He scored in every single sub he went in.
And they got Max Hummels back, which, and he's 30 years old.
They got rid of a center back though, didn't they?
Who?
Akanji, didn't they get rid of him?
Borussia?
Yeah,
I don't know. It might have.
that's what I'm tripping.
Well, I mean, what about the worst? Who do you think had the worst transfer window?
The worst.
AC Milan.
In terms of who they bought or in terms of who they lost?
Like overall,
I don't know. I mean,
I think Liverpool had a horrible transfer window. They
they signed a keeper.
they signed a kid. They
That is
got
what they needed.
I
since
feel like they
Alisson got
kind of
injured.
don't need anything.
they got
though.
it was West Ham's
I
bench
mean,
goalie though.
Yeah,
But I
They
mean,
don't need a second keeper.
I just don't
he's gonna
feel.
be starting.
Yes,
now.
Liverpool.
I don't feel like Liverpool needed many players
They
except their center, like the
No, not
midfield.
even, dude.
I mean, they asked Klopp about the transfer window, and he said that he shouldn't sign players just because other teams sign them.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean,
think
who
it
do
goes
they
back-
need to sign? They got
If Mo Salah gets injured,
yeah, but
you have. I mean, you do have Shaqiri.
and then you still have
Shaqiri.
yeah,
might
Shaqiri's a
leave.
good, alright player.
Bro, his calves.
And then you have
Fabinho.
Mane in the left side. You have Fabinho. You have Origi. You have
Keita,
there's
Okay,
Naby
yeah,
Keita.
I heard about him a lot.
yeah Keita too. You have
What's it?
on the
That
defense. You have Alexander Arnold.
If
You
he
have
gets
Gomez.
injured-
You have
No, they
Matip.
sold Gomez. They got rid of Gomez.
They got rid of Gomez.
Yeah, they did.
Wasn't he playing?
No, they did. Yeah, they did. I
Where'd
forgot
he go
what
to?
team he went left, but yeah, he left. He was one of those cement.
Joe Gomez?
Oh, Joe Gomez. I thought you were. Oh, not Gomez. I'm confusing Gomez with the Spanish guy. Moreno. I'm confusing with.
Oh,
yeah.
They were
Nah, that guy
good,
was
dude.
trash. He never played.
Yeah, they got rid of
He
him.
said it back to that Liga, dude. He's never
But
played.
like, if Arnold and the Scottish guy
Robertson?
Robertson,
yeah.
Robertson,
If Andy Robertson and Alexander, if one of them gets injured, that is a huge blow to Liverpool because the way they play is
Those
Yeah.
two are
those
essential.
two are
Robertson.
essential.
Robertson. He does
Dude,
a
his
lot
who-
of play
Who
on the
could you have
attack
signed though?
too.
Who could you have signed? That was open in the transfer.
I mean, they could have gone for Cancelo.
Well, he wouldn't have been benched.
I mean,
Yeah, I
that's-
don't think.
He
I
would
don't
have
think
fought it out with that.
right now.
Yeah, he would have fought it out with. I mean,
And I think Arnold.
and
would've
right
beat him.
now,
that's
and
what you need in a team, though.
right now a
You
left
need
back
that
or a right back
competition.
that's gonna go to a Liverpool, like they would. I mean, they're gonna have to take bench for sure, cause
But I mean, it's because the games are.
and
They're
especially
playing
if they're
Champions
young,
League.
they don't want to be benched.
So they could have gotten a loan from like Madrid or something.
But I mean,
So,
Cancelo, he's gonna go to Manchester City. I think he might be benched there too.
No, he won't. He won't be
who,
benched.
who plays in his position?
I think they're
Walker.
gonna put Walker as a center back.
Center back.
Yeah, they're gonna move Walker as a center back.
They don't have.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna be starter.
Did they buy anyone? Did Man City buy anyone for company?
No.
Losing
Company's
company?
out, right?
Company was
Yeah.
a big blow.
Yeah, who did
Because
Man
he's
City sign?
he's pretty much
I
their
mean, not
leader.
even,
He's
bro.
pretty-
He got injured every.
No, but he
Yeah,
has
but
been
he-
their
He got
leader.
injured
He's
for
like
6
their-
months every.
He's
every
like,
season.
he's like one of those
One game
players
every
that.
month.
that
Yeah, he's
He
like a
played one
Sergio
game every
Ramos.
season.
He's like a Sergio Ramos to them. Like
Yeah.
he's
I-
essential to them.
I
Pretty
think
much.
him.
'Cause-
He's the first Man City legend.
Yeah, he is definitely.
The only legends are money, dude.
Nah, yeah, it was a big blow. Did you not see after he scored that goal that I think was
Oh,
the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
why they won the league?
I remember that.
Did you not see how everybody was like,
Man, that was
No,
don't
Vinny,
shoot.
don't shoot.
Don't
Don't
shoot,
shoot,
Vinny.
Vinny.
I feel like Arsenal had a good transfer one too.
I think they might have had
But
the
no one
best.
talks about them. at all.
They could have had the best. Dude.
I mean, signing David Luiz for $8
They-
million.
I mean, they got-
is-
they got-
Hell of steal, dude.
that is amazing. I don't
Yeah,
know
they-
how they managed to sign him for $8 million.
especially when Chelsea has a transfer ban. So it's like if you're Chelsea and your player wants to leave, you might want to get as much of them as possible because you know you're not gonna be able to sign anybody.
How long is their ban?
It's like what,
To next year.
I think 2 years,
2 years,
2 seasons, I believe.
2 seasons?
They probably get
What else did
they
they
probably
get?
get caught.
They got
They got Pulisic.
They got Pepe.
Oh, you talking about Arsenal? You're talking about
They got Pepe. They got Tierney.
And that's it for them.
They got David Luiz. They got Ceballos from Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah.
Unknown.
Kovacic.
But he's such an
Of
underrated.
course, it's Chelsea.
He's underrated, bro.
I
He's
thought we were
good.
talking about Chelsea.
Ceballos, I don't like.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll fit perfectly in
I think
Arsenal,
he
bro.
can probably do good in Arsenal.
Since Aaron Ramsey left, he'll fit perfectly in there.
What did Chelsea have? What are you talking about?
Chelsea, they got Pulisic.
Kovacic.
And
Kovacic,
Kovacic.
that's really
I mean,
who,
Kovacic was already there. But
that's really who they could.
they bought him.
Well, they're stacked too, though. Chelsea's
mean-
pretty stacked.
All
I
right.
don't think so.
Nah, I think if you see the game or the stats, I mean Chelsea they pushed a lot on that Man U game. They were dominating actually. They had 57% possession. They had 18 shots and 12 on target. I
They
mean,
lost 4-0.
and
I mean, I would understand
it's just
that
I think it's
argument.
just might be unlucky that they didn't get any goals. I think and they got scored on twice in a minute. That's pretty bad.
I would understand that argument if they would have lost 1-0, but 4-0. That's.
I feel like they just need they're just getting together. Lampard just became coach. I mean, they're just getting their stuff together. I think they're gonna do good this season. They just gotta catch up.
They started off terribly.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I mean, but
I mean, they're not playing Champions League though.
that is a
Are they?
big
They're
note.
not-
I'm
Yeah, they
telling
are
you.
because
Yeah?
they won the Europa.
Oh yeah, they won the Europa.
Oh yeah, then never mind. They
So
are.
they're gonna have
Then
to.
never mind. It's gonna be a tough season. Really
Super
hard season
tough.
for them. Because they don't have that. They don't have depth. Their squad isn't like stacked.
It's not at all.
Who they have in the bench?
I have no idea.
Giroud and
Who, Chelsea? They got Pedro.
Pedro's still starter. I
He
mean,
was some play.
I mean, he's
He
not
was
bad,
okay. He
bro.
was okay.
But he's Pedro, dude. Like,
You think he's
compare Pedro with Salah.
I
Who
mean-
scares you more?
Salah?
I think he should just come to MLS, really. Yeah. Just sign
He
with
is
Dynamo.
old already, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I
Like
think.
30, 31.
I mean, we started against United, but yeah, I still think that Liverpool had probably the worst transfer window.
From
Yeah, they could have.
BPL, yeah.
Cause even Everton stacked up. Everton got
Who?
Everton,
But who's the worst one?
Liverpool, cause they didn't really sign anybody. But
I don't know.
And they got Iwobi too, but that's about it.
Who did Leicester sign? No one.
I don't.
Leicester didn't. I don't
They
know.
signed Perez, he's decent. He's not
They
that
signed Tielemans.
Who's that?
Tillemans from
bad.
Monaco.
He came from France.
Yeah.
From Monaco, yeah. He was already playing.
Wasn't he
there.
already on loan? Yeah.
Yeah, he was on loan, but they bought him. I mean, he looks alright.
I mean, Wolves also is qualifying for Europa League, so.
It's gonna be a tough year for them too.
Yeah, and they only had who did they sign?
They signed like
They only
players,
signed.
no? Three, four
They
players.
only
Calabria.
signed
Calabria from
Raul
AC Milan.
Jimenez off a loan.
Those are monsters, though.
The man's banging it though.
And the guy from AC Milan, what's his name? Calabria?
Ah, yeah, the winger.
The striker.
Oh yeah, the young one, right?
Yeah, the young one.
They signed him. I think he's gonna be benched though.
He looks alright. He
Yeah.
doesn't look bad.
So I was actually surprised they didn't sign Diego Costa. He was really linked with
He
him.
was pretty nice though.
No, I don't think Diego Costa would want to leave. Especially because I don't think Felix is gonna play striker. Like he's gonna be drifting around Costa.
they have Morata too.
Oh yeah, they have Morata too.
Man, that boy's bench.
Yeah, like,
He's bench?
yeah, he's super bench.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
he's
super
It's because I mean
now with Felix. But I mean, you have Morata, but think, my man Costa goes in a game, scores 3 goals, and then gets a red card.
That's
If
the
he
problem,
does
bro.
that in the Liga, he'll
I
be out the
mean,
next game. So
I would tell you
if he
only,
does that in the Champions,
I would tell you he only did that because it's preseason, but he would do that in a Champions League final.
So I think it's a good thing that they have Morata because Morata's definitely gonna be
He got injured that game too.
who Costa?
Morata.
Morata?
Beginning of the game, he got injured. I think that's why he's bench.
Morata's really overrated.
He was alright.
Yeah, dude.
He's
Oh
one of those
my
He
super
was good.
players.
He was good at,
With-
at Juventus.
With Chelsea, he.
But yeah, he's a
he was
super
one of the
player.
reasons why they did.
Imagine
Pretty
having
bad
him
last
and
season.
Giroud as a
I
backup.
mean,
Man.
I don't think Chelsea did.
Well,
the
Chelsea
baddest
didn't do that bad last
because
season.
they won
but
Europa.
yeah, they won Europa and they finished in the top 5, didn't they?
I mean, anything below top 4.
They got top
Five.
4. They got 4th place.
fourth place.
That's a pretty good. I mean,
Manchester United. were
but
about
Chelsea.
to-
I mean, Chelsea dropped pretty bad. If you see it back then, I mean, like
You know,
up
what team
until
always had a-
2015, they were doing pretty good. They would go like
I mean, they lost Hazard too.
yeah, they
That
lost
was-
Hazard.
Chelsea lost Hazard.
That was a heavy hit,
Well, PSG
especially
had a
when
really
you
bad
can't sign
champions.
someone for the next 2
PSG,
years.
yeah. I
They
mean,
always have since. they
if
signed
Neymar
him.
leave, I mean, I think the best thing for PSG now is to let Neymar go.
They
What
signed
they bring? They brought Sarabia, no?
Pablo Sarabia. I don't know.
Paulo Sarabia, he looks alright.
He was horrible in the
Argentina.
yeah the Copa America. He was horrible. I mean, all of Argentina.
No,
played
he's from
horrible.
Spain.
He's from Spain.
Sarabia. Then who
You're
was
thinking
it?
Los Chelsea?
No, not with Chelsea.
Who are you
They have an Argentinian.
And they signed a center
Who?
back, which I think they don't need.
I'm not sure of his name, but I think it's last name Sarabia too.
I don't know.
So, but their transfers have been bad since like 2
Who?
years.
Who's?
The PSG.
I mean, they got Neymar. Oh,
I mean, ever
he's
since,
pretty bad.
Yeah.
And Mbappe too. They got Mbappe.
Mbappe's the only thing keeping. I mean, come
They
on. he's
wasted
pretty
too
good.
much money. There, like, just
I mean, who could they bring though?
They can break top midfielders.
Who's
I mean-
gonna want to go to PSG?
If I was PSG because they're trying to win Champions League, because that's all they're.
I don't think they're gonna
Yeah,
come with
It's
that.
difficult, but they have an advantage that most teams don't. That they can like let off the gas off of the league and then still probably win it.
Yeah, they can.
No other team can do that, but then
Juventus could do that.
Juventus. Those two teams, I think.
Bayern, well, not Bayern is harder.
Bayern
Bayern's
kind
harder.
of sleeps Dortmund, and there's other mid-table teams that want that, and then in
That's
La
why it's
Liga,
so
Barca
hard.
could've
That's why
done
it's so
that
hard
this
for Liverpool to win Liga.
I don't think Barca's winning the league. this
Barca
season.
could low-key do that too.
No.
Yes, they could.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
Dude, did you
Yeah,
see
they
their
could do
advantage
that,
this
bro.
season?
19 points.
That's a heavy advantage.
19 points.
And
This
and they
season, dude.
still let
But
off
the way
this season.
the way Atletico signed players this season makes me think that they're going.
Yeah,
for,
they might.
Nah, I don't think.
But
Atletico
nah, I
will
don't think so.
They'll flop again.
I don't think so.
They will.
Not only the only way I can see them flopping is if the team just completely falls apart.
Didn't it's the one of
They
Dean,
will.
what's his name? Coach of Atletico, but now
Simeone?
I bet with these pennies he ain't gonna leave now.
I feel like it's time for him to leave, dude.
Nah,
It was time like 2 years ago.
Well,
for him to
maybe.
leave.
Simeone,
Yeah.
no.
He should
Yeah.
go to Argentina.
he did build him up
He
from
should have
like
gone Argentina.
nothing to something.
No, I don't think he.
But he's getting paid. He's the best paid coach.
Yeah, he's getting paid.
That's
I think
why he ain't
100
want to dip.
He's getting paid a lot.
Why you
yeah.
want to dip if you're getting paid good?
No, but I think PSG, the player that they need to go for those hungry players, not the players that want to come into PSG as stars like Neymar. They need to go with those like I guess we'll call
But
them
then
diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, but they
An
don't.
example would be
Those
like-
type of players don't want to go there because
I mean, I'm pretty sure if they offer a good enough.
nah, I don't think so.
Yes,
I think that if you're a player, you don't want to go to PSG.
Why
You
not?
want to go to a team that has a history and you've loved since you were a child. PSG, come on.
I don't think players like that exist anymore. They're very
Dude,
few.
they
Every
do.
player that signs, what's the first thing they say? It's been a dream here to play since I was a kid. They get transferred over two seasons later after being in the bench.
Like that
What's
dude
the
that
first thing
went
they
to
say in their new team?
Dude, the one that
China. He went to China. He always wanted to play.
They used to watch
Yo, he wanted that money.
I grew up watching this team.
I'm pretty sure if they make a good amount, a good offer for Irving Lozano, and he goes to PSG,
Dude, he
He
won't.
plays Mbappe's.
He's already about to
Mbappe's
go to
spot.
Napoli.
They
Didn't
play left
midfield is
alright.
good.
he? He's
he's
like
pretty
already
much done
pretty
with
much
that.
Who's
from
their
Napoli.
Who's their left wing?
their left wing is Di Maria.
They still have him.
I forgot about
Well, it's
Dude,
like
his Copa America. Oh my
he
God.
could play instead of he could play Neymar's position, Chucky. I mean, he's
But
fast.
he's already going to Napoli. He won't be there for another 3 years if he is.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Yeah, but see, PSG. Why don't they
Lozano?
go after players like that?
Cause they don't
They
want
got money.
They don't want to even take a risk.
They got money.
And they don't want to take a risk. They want to
They
buy
want big
players that
names.
are already built.
I mean, Irving Lozano's may not be like a big name internationally, but we all know
The hungriest player
we all
they
know the effect that signing a Mexican player.
I
can
mean,
have.
the hungriest player they ever signed was probably Lucas Moura, and he
You want to
failed.
tell him.
He flopped.
Yeah, he did.
I feel like
But
Lo
when they
Celso
signed him there, I mean,
or like another player like Los Chelsea.
Because they didn't give him a chance.
What?
Moura. Lucas Moura was benched the whole time.
they
Lo
bought him
Celso.
from
Lo
Sao
Celso
Paulo.
too. They didn't give Lo
Lo
Celso a
Celso
chance.
didn't have a chance.
He was always
He was
benched.
on loan, right? After
Yeah,
the
you
season.
see, they don't
Lo
even
Celso,
give.
who
Lo Celso was benched in PSG.
He played
he played for
PSG.
PSG,
They don't like to
That's
give
where
players
Real Betis got him
chances.
from.
and then he went to. Well, see that I mean
Real Betis got him on loan from PSG.
that's their problem then.
They don't. They won't. They already sign build players. They don't sign. They sign stars already. They don't want to sign.
But that's the problem. If you want to sign stars, you gotta have some. You cannot
They
have,
signed-
You cannot have players in your team that are bigger than the club. Neymar is bigger than
Neymar
PSG.
Way bigger.
Talking about Instagram followers? Or?
No, I mean like Neymar feels that he's bigger than
Yeah,
PSG.
But he is though.
he is Loki.
Pretty
I think
much,
he is.
Yeah, pretty much.
You need players that are like below though.
But there's not many of those.
Even
There
Lozano
is
could have been a
one,
player.
dude.
Lo
But
Celso
not
could-
many of those that want to go to.
But they don't
PSG.
want those players.
It's because they're not.
PSG don't give a damn.
They
about
don't even
those
know what to
players.
sign
Yeah, they
anymore.
don't.
They signed a 31.
They don't even know what
their
their problem
squad
is.
garbage.
No, their squad's not that bad.
Their squad's bad.
Who
Who do they have in the midfield?
Verratti.
That boy's trash.
Nah, he's good. dude.
No, he's
Nah,
I
trash.
used to think he was really good back then.
I've seen him play. Now he's good.
No,
No, he's
he's
not.
Who
garbage.
do they have?
They have Verratti. They
have
have
Draxler.
Draxler. He's good too.
Draxler died, dude.
And Draxler.
Draxler
bad.
did die. He died going to
He
PSG.
Yeah.
died because of.
He was one of those hungry players too.
He
because
was
of
one of the
Neymar.
hungry players.
From Shaw.
Yeah, I think
Neymar
took
took
I mean, their defenders, who they got?
the
Marquinhos is garbage.
I mean, he's a star. He's a center back for Brazil, Copa America winner.
Damn.
I'll never forget that 6-0. I mean,
But I
that,
think
that
who does
Barcelona
who
comeback.
else does Brazil have in the center back only?
Yeah,
Thiago
Silva?
Silva, who also
Thiago
plays for
Silva,
PSG.
come
No,
on.
it's Kimpembe.
That's a third center back.
Kimpembe and Marquinhos or Thiago Silva.
I mean, but who else does Brazil have in their squad as a center back? There's not many.
Miranda.
They only have
Militao.
they only have Miranda, Militao, Thiago Silva, and Marquinhos, and that's it.
Marcelo's not even.
What more do you want?
And
I mean,
Miranda's
what
pretty
about
much
the right
trash.
back?
I mean,
Who
he's
did
not that
they get
good.
instead of Dani Alves?
Felipe Luis.
I'm not sure who they got instead of.
I don't even think they bought anybody.
I don't think so, but they had Dani Alves, and Dani Alves. is
They
still
also
good.
Daniel
bought
was good.
Beñat.
Their team
Beñat
is
was
not
supposed to be good.
But their
and
team is not top 5
top
of the
five.
Champions League. Nowhere near
not
top
even
5.
top 10, dude.
They're attacking.
Top
If you
10.
look,
Only their
They don't
and Cavani's not that good either.
okay, let's put this into perspective. So we have Liverpool, Salah, we have Firmino and Mane. You put them against Cavani, Mbappe, and Neymar.
I'll take Liverpool.
Liverpool any day.
Liverpool
Any
any
day.
day.
Yeah, I'll take Liverpool.
We did accomplish
I think
Champions League.
Cavani's better.
Didn't
than,
they play against each other?
Yeah,
Who won?
they won. They split up
Liverpool
one.
did?
Liverpool 1-1 and PSG 1-1.
I'll take Liverpool,
I don't know. I think
I'll take Liverpool.
especially because of Neymar. Neymar want to play PSG.
No, but I'm talking about like the player quality.
I don't know what Neymar's doing. Honestly,
And
like,
I think Neymar was injured against the Liverpool game when they lost. He wasn't playing.
Dude, you don't need a player.
nah,
like
but
that.
you
was
think,
better.
yeah, you be thinking
Knockout
about
games.
Neymar. Neymar was supposed to be the best player in the world by now.
I think that's a club's mistake.
Neymar was supposed to be the best at this point.
I think that's a club's
And
mistake.
when he was with Barca, he was actually building up to be one of, like, probably the best player.
It's because
in
the
the
teams
world.
they play against, bro. Like,
They've
who
been
do
having
they
Yeah,
issues
how are
with
you
them at
gonna-
all.
who do they
But
play
signing-
against in France, dude?
PSG's problem has to do with their transfers. Signing players to become signing like players, star players to win you something's not gonna. That's like Real Madrid level, and they're not at that level.
Didn't they sign that young guy from Barca?
Who?
Y'all don't hear about that? They signed like a
Oh,
really
yeah,
good player from Barca that was
Xavi,
young.
the guy from
I
Netherlands.
think so, yeah.
Xavi Simmons.
He was
Xavi
still
Simmons.
Yeah, I think.
He's
Signed him for a
young. He's
lot,
like
though.
what, 16?
Yeah, he's 16.
14, 15, yeah.
But yeah, I think they should go.
See, I think Neymar's out.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He's out.
Nah,
man.
I don't know, dude.
Why do you want a player like that on your team?
But I don't know who's gonna buy him.
Real Madrid.
I don't think Real
he's not
Madrid will
going to
buy
Real
him,
Madrid,
dude.
Real
I
Madrid.
mean, they already have Hazard. Why
Real
would they
Madrid
want
needs
him?
to buy him.
They
There's
don't
no
need
other
to buy
team
him.
but Real
Why would they
Madrid
buy
that
him?
needs
They
to
already
buy
have
him.
Hazard.
And Barcelona.
Because Hazard's not enough.
But Hazard's plays the same side as
They're
Neymar.
gonna. Hazard's not enough.
I mean, Hazard can go as center forward or striker.
Bro, but we
but-
still have Bale.
Hazard's not
yeah, and
enough.
you still have
What can
Bale
you do
there.
with Bale, bro?
You're gonna have so much wages
him
to
there.
pay.
I mean, I think it's pretty much irreversible. What I would, if I was
I don't
I
think
think what I
Neymar's
would have
leaving.
done is I would have never said anything bad about Bale.
You shouldn't have ever said anything about Bale.
And
Why
I-
doesn't he like Bale?
I mean, I don't like him either.
I don't like Bale.
But why does he hate Bale for?
His attitude, I don't like.
He doesn't even talk Spanish.
He doesn't. He hates the fact of speaking Spanish.
You
He doesn't, but Kun Agüero's been playing in the Premier League how long? He can only speak like one sentence
don't
of
shoot,
English.
Mini, don't shoot.
Kun Agüero, he only
Legendary.
speaks one sentence,
That's
bro. I've only heard him
Agüero,
speak
he's
once. I mean, Gareth Bale's raw too.
Yeah,
You can't compare Kun Agüero, top scorers.
Nah.
Can't compare.
Bale has won more things than him.
but when you see like the problem with Bale is I think he's like another one of those players that clearly shows that he has no love for the team, no passion for the sport. I think he'd rather
He
play
plays
golf.
golf, dude.
I think injuries was what ruined that man.
Yeah, I mean, he was good.
That man was top class.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
So,
guys. So out of all the transfers, just to wrap this up, who do you think is like overall, like the best transfer so far? Like considering price, age, potential.
I
The
think,
team they're
dude,
signing
you
to-
have to say Joao Felix, honestly. I mean,
So you're sticking with Felix.
I think that is it. I mean, 19 years old. He's had already probably like around, 4 or 5 goals with Atletico in just 3 or 4 matches. I mean, that's pretty strong for a 19-year-old. I think he's definitely going to be a good player for the future of Atletico.
I would say Frankie de Jong.
For Barcelona.
Yeah, he's proven himself in the Champions League. What else could you want?
I'll say my Matthijs lead. He was 75, 80?
Solid, yeah.
He's 20 years old.
He is 20 years old.
Wow,
He's younger than De Jong.
He is, but
Maguire.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Maguire was the best signing. Just because
all right.
how much Manchester really needed the center back.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, so that wraps up the second podcast. Join us next week. And
Have a good day.
day.